When Daniel Verma returned to his ancestral home after 5 years abroad, he did not come as its owner. He came as a gardener. The estate had once been filled with laughter, his late wife's laughter, his children's footsteps echoing down the marble halls. But after her death, Daniel had buried himself in work overseas, leaving his twins, Arav and Anaya, in the care of relatives and staff. Eventually, persuaded by family pressure and loneliness, he remarried. His bride, Sonia, was elegant, charming, and flawless in public. Yet something had always felt off. Anonymous emails started arriving while Daniel was abroad. Short messages, no signatures. Your children are not safe. Watch how she treats them when no one is looking. Fear tightened around his heart. Instead of confronting anyone, Daniel decided to see the truth with his own eyes. He shaved his beard, wore old clothes, and returned home quietly, introducing himself as Ramesh, a temporary gardener hired through the agency. No one recognized him. From the first day, Daniel noticed how the house felt colder than he remembered. Sonia barely acknowledged the children unless guests were present. When alone, her voice sharpened like glass. Don't touch that. Go to your room. Stop crying. You're embarrassing. But what broke him was what he saw on the third evening. Anaya had spilled milk at the dining table. Sonia stood up so fast her chair screeched. Her hand lifted, not to strike, but to threaten. You useless child, she hissed. Just like your mother. Before Daniel could move, a soft voice cut through the air. Madam, please. It was Mira, the maid. A quiet woman in her early 40s who had worked in the house since before Daniel left. I'll clean it, Mira said, stepping between Sonia and the child. Her body shielded Anaya instinctively. She didn't mean it. Sonia's eyes narrowed. Know your place. Mira lowered her gaze but didn't move. She's just a child. For a moment, Daniel thought Sonia would explode. Instead, she forced a smile when she noticed other staff nearby. Fine, clean it, she said coldly, walking away. Mira knelt, wiping the floor with trembling hands. Anaya clung to her, sobbing silently. Mira wrapped an arm around her, whispering, It's okay, Beta. I'm here. That night, Daniel couldn't sleep. Over the next few days, he watched more closely. Mira slipped extra food to the twins when Sonia sent them to bed hungry. She sat outside their room at night when they cried, humming their late mother's favorite lullaby. When Sonia punished Arav by locking him in a dark storage room for talking back, Mira stood guard outside the door, whispering stories through the cracks so he wouldn't feel alone. Once, Daniel overheard Sonia on the phone. They're not my problem, she snapped. As long as Daniel's money is secure, I don't care. That was the moment Daniel's heart shattered, and hardened. The final incident came during a charity party at the house. Guests filled the halls, laughter and music everywhere. Sonia played the perfect stepmother, posing with the children for photos. But Anaya suddenly collapsed, struggling to breathe. Panic spread. She's faking it, Sonia said sharply. Don't ruin the evening. Mira pushed through the crowd without hesitation. She scooped Anaya into her arms and shouted, Call a doctor. She's allergic. She needs help now. Sonia tried to stop her. Put her down. Mira didn't listen. She ran. Daniel stepped forward then, ripping off his gardener's cap. Let her go, he said, his voice thunderous. Silence fell. Daniel, Sonia whispered, her face draining of color. He walked to Mira, placing a steady hand on Anaya's back as she gasped. You did the right thing, he said softly. A doctor arrived. Anaya was saved. That night, Sonia screamed, cried, and denied everything. But Daniel had videos, recordings, witnesses, and a heart finally awake. She was gone by morning. Mira stood at the gate with her small suitcase, tears streaming. I'm sorry, sir. I tried. I didn't know how to tell you. Daniel knelt before her. You protected my children when I failed them, he said, his voice breaking. This is your home, if you'll stay. Mira nodded, unable to speak. From that day on, the house was warm again. And the twins slept peacefully, safe, loved, and guarded by the quiet courage of a woman who was never just a maid.